folks, we're leaving Ludwig. Here's what I found out, aka Morningstar. There's a new mining operation as of 2014, 2008, a boy died. There was a 12-foot pit dug out in front of the mine. I could not get in the Ludwig mine. There was one other road I drove along the smelter and the mill. I found also a foundation. Did not find too much. Scattered buckets and tin cans. The new mining operation, they're strip mining, and the piles are just, the debris or dump piles are magnificently large. And I also learned there's probably other things in the desert, but we ran out of light. It became dark by the time we made it to the Ludwig mine. Now that could be another mine too. They had kind of two next to each other, but it's possible the Ludwig mine don't exist anymore. I found another mine entrance. It was collapsed. That was, so two inaccessible mines. There's one more road. I did not take it. It's not steep, but it goes uphill and it goes off into the Sandusky Mountains. It's possible there's an entrance there. I did see video footage from other people that the mine entrance they went into had minecart tracks and wood beams around the entrance, and I wasn't seeing that. All I was able to get is what I could get. And it's not much. There was, like I say, there is buildings that are here. When you get to the mine operation, there's about 10, I'd say, no, about 6 buildings you can go in made out of concrete. I could not see none of them. Off in the distance, I seen debris piles, but I did not see those buildings. There's also an area of Ludwig. It's a huge hill of just bricks, red bricks. It's possible that due to the new mining operations that they're eradicating the ghost town. This is what happened in Rawhide. I was going to go to Rawhide. I found out that they were putting dump piles over the cemetery and digging it all up and destroying all the buildings and burying them under dump piles. That's what appears to be happening here. There's nothing hardly left of Ludwig, but the scenery, a foundation, the smelter, which produces about 100 tons a day of copper, and the mill ruins. And 2 mine entrances you couldn't get into of the Ludwig mine. And the Mason, Mr. Mason in the area, actually owned the Mason Mining Company, owned many of the mines in this area, actually had some shares in some of these, but the Copper Belt Railroad came through here. And it ran all the way around the Sandusky Mountains and back into Warbusky and then into Yerington. It was just a complete 360-degree track, or smaller gauge railroad. It was for miners and people that worked at the mills. They'd catch a ride on the train, and farmers used it first in 1910 and 1911. It was widely used. These were all copper mines. There's a couple gold and silver mines out here too that I know of, but there is one road I'll take. I may come back here a second time, and I want to find out what else is out here, because I'm telling you, when they were 6 years old, there was multiple concrete buildings in an area with minecart tracks. But I bet you, even if I find the 3rd entrance in the Ludwig mine, I'm going to come with the conclusion that they sealed that off also. Since someone in 2008 died, generally what happens is the county has to take some action to keep people out of there. And the mine, obviously every mine entrance I came across was off limits. So I did not ghost bus. All I did is explore the area. That's all I did. I remember this. Oh yeah. Well, no, we didn't come through here. We took the other road. But we're on Delphi Road. Compared to the other one with the bumps, you guys can see this is much smoother. I'm really happy I got to get a lot done tonight. I didn't find Hudson. I found an old cattle loader. It's where they put all the bulls and they load them on to where they're supposed to go. And so that's part of Hudson, but the resort, the Walker Resort, has taken over. That's new, but there are hot springs along this road. Actually, the third hottest springs around Urington are found here, which almost get 100 degrees or 53 degrees Celsius, so about 83 degrees. There is a thermal energy artesian lake. Radium and uranium have been found seeping through the volcanic rock at these springs out here. And they're right along this road. Like I said, if it was daytime, there are some other foundations out here, but it's dark. You'll never find them without a good spotlight. So if you want to donate a spotlight, please do. We also seen tonight a spotlight. Could come, there's an airport on the other side of the Pine Nuts. That could be where it's shining from for airplanes. But I'm eating peanut butter and jelly, and pretty soon some peppermint cookies. We eat good on these expeditions. In the cold, you lose a lot of calories. You need to replenish those, just so people know. I always film. You never know if a bat-like creature will... One time we seen like a 12-foot wingspan creature, like a dragon, just swoop down in front of my vehicle down in the middle of Nevada. I mean, the thing was huge. The shadow it cast, and I mean, physically you could just see it. It came out from like a mine shaft, and I mean, you might catch the Thunderbird or some giant bird, a cryptid out this way. So it's always good to have the camera running on the way out. But I will shut it soon. I just want to show you we're not lost. We're not going over dunes anymore, or going up steep hills like we did when we went to the mine. I did drive along the smelter and the mill ruins, like about 20 feet above them, and it drops off. That was a little spooky. Like I said, I found a hidden road back behind all that. It's possible the mine's here, but my guess is, due to the accident, they sealed it completely off. And they will do that. The state of Nevada does that. Once someone dies in the mine, that's it. Call to action to physically shut down the mine. Do what you can. Put steel bars. Whatever you can to keep someone out. Because there's a lot of people who are careless, and there's a lot of people who are like me, who just... We go in, we get pictures of the history in the mine, we do a write-up, but we do it safely. We don't sit there and we don't plunge into the unknown. We don't go down across a mine shaft or a loose wooden board, There's always a way around, or a safer place in the mine. There's a lot of interconnecting tunnels. You might see a shaft and be able to go around and come back on the other side. Road's fairly good. I cannot see the Pine Nut Mountains. I cannot see the Sandusky Mountains. But what I do see is a road in the middle of the desert. It's sagebrush on both sides. Otherwise, the visibility is only about 55, 65 feet. Even with my brights on right now. But... something mysterious happened tonight. I seen a white object with two lights. It probably was a truck, but it looked like it came down from the mine, and it vanished. I'm telling you, it vanished. We went up to the mine, the truck wasn't there. It was weird, but I seen a white truck with two lights. And honestly, they just disappeared. It's like, bam, I blinked and they were gone. The lights were out and the vehicle was gone. But anyways, this is Lord Rick. We're leaving the ghost town of Ludwig. Good 15 miles of dirt roads and wilderness back in here. 20 miles probably. A lot of backcountry. Check us out at www.paranormalghostsociety.org for ghost towns, tunnels, catacombs, cemeteries, urban exploration, adventure, strangeness, oddities, ghosts, UFOs, Bigfoot, cryptozoology, monsters, anything even just strange or out of ordinary, Fortiana. Check us all out. Go to the investigation archives, man. This is Lord Rick Kloss. It's December of 2014.
Is it a street sign?
And Tammy, yeah, it's a street sign. They got a lot of streets back here because there's housing. There is some housing. What's that say? Artesian?
Mason Pass, straight ahead.
This is, what's that side street? Is that what we took when we veered or what? I don't know. There are some labeled streets back here. There's actually a new housing community. Very beautiful, expensive homes back here. But in about 6 more miles, we'll be driving right through the housing community back on the pavement, man. It's you know, the adventure really begins, ladies and gentlemen, when the pavement ends, and I proved that. And I may have not been able to get too much, but I did get an old ranch in the valley, the mill foundation, some other foundation, the mine where they dug it out and you can't enter. So we did get some content, and I gave you guys a good history, some history on the place before the sun went down. And man, the scenic photos back here, you guys are really gonna enjoy this. Pictures of Artesian Lake and video footage. Yeah, I mean, this is high desert, but the Washoe called this place home for 10,000 years. And the pine nut forest is actually about 6 miles to my right. They gathered the pine nuts in around this time of year. In the summer, they didn't store them up, but in the winter, they stored them up right before snow. Probably in the autumn, the pine nuts started falling. They stocked up, and they ground them up like a flour, and they had so many uses. It was a food substance. Whoa. Wow. Holy shit. Put me in the dust, and that guy was going really fast. I got over really quick. You guys see how fast I respond. I'm always alert. So anybody who thinks, you know, anybody can do this, you can't do this unless you got it together. Because you can go off the road, you can slide, you can flip over, you can hit another vehicle that comes over a hill. It's dark. There's a lot of dust stirred up. This truck stirred up a ton of desert sand dunes and dust on the road. Nice coat of dust, and I'm hitting it, and it looks like fog. But we should almost be out of here, so I'm going to cut it. We got about maybe 5-6 more miles till pavement. We went probably a good, I don't know, 14-15 miles down dirt roads. More than that, if you count. I went up to the mine, drove up to the mine almost. I drove along the mill above. So I did take a lot of backbeat roads. And then we took the sand dune road where it went almost straight up. That was kind of fun. That was fun. I didn't film that. That required both my hands on that. Just never know, you know. But apparently we're not the only ones that come out here at night exploring. For all I know, that can be my buddy. He likes to go back in here by the Pine Nut Mountains. He says a lot of UFOs. I have gotten 1 or 2 UFOs over by the Pine Nuts on film, but on the eastern side, not the western side. Almost burned down houses. 37 miles. The one before that was probably 10-20 square miles. All on the eastern edge. Forest that existed 10,000 years, gone. Historic structures, gone. A lot of structures are gone due to fire. I just want to say peace out. This is Lord Rick Claus. We've hit, it's called we hit the Hawes Station, the Williamson Station at Lake Lahontan. I was almost killed by hillbillies today and shot at and threatened with my life. Went to a store and Tammy bought me some new sweatpants. Mine had mud soaking off, and I'm wearing like slippers or sandals, man, hiking in the desert. We went to Nordyke. We went to Thompson Smelter in the ghost town of Thompson, Nevada, and we hit Ludwig, and we even hit a part of Hudson. That old ranch back there, that's part of Hudson, but there should be up ahead on the side of the road a little driveway or something, or a little fence, and that leads to 2 abandoned houses. And if I can get those are like minor cabins, then I can say that I can give you a little history on Hudson. Otherwise, I'll probably come back here with a friend, because we're going to take a couple more roads looking for mines. There's a lot of UFO activity if you sit out here too and just watch the skies. But I'll come back out here and we'll do another look for Hudson. But you can consider Ludwig and Hudson really combined. It's all part of the same. I mean, there's foundations in between, and the railroad touched the two, and between the 2 towns. It's all really part of Artesian Lake area, you know. The town's kind of blended a little. You had some people in Hudson who probably jumped on the railroad just to come work at the mines up here at Ludwig. I don't want to sidetrack. I'm out of here. I'm going to continue to eat to build up my protein. Go home, watch a little Supernatural, maybe play some games, hit the PS3. Who knows, man? I feel alive. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful I'm not stuck or got a flat tire. I'm glad those guys chose to back off. Of course, I told them I'm not turning around. Fuck you. I pretty much said fuck you to them. They were saying fuck you to me, so I said fuck you to them. What we do is very dangerous. I want to leave you with those thoughts, all the way from off-roading in the wilderness to dealing with wild animals to crazy people. But I almost was killed at Lake Lahot, and I had some guy who was going to drown me in the mud. He's getting ready to grab me. He had his fist clenched. His fists were clenched, and the other guys had guns and crap pointed towards me. And he said, "You're not going that way." I said, I'm going opposite of you, and I'm thinking, there's like 100 geese all around him. They could shoot any one of them if you're a good marksman. They were like 50 feet standing from us. They're like, we can't kill any of them. They were goofing off when I walked up. And they said I was on crack. I said, I looked at your eyes. I'm thinking, I'm not on anything. The only thing I'm on is bottled water and a little bit of Guatemalan coffee, for Christ's sakes. So that's pretty comical. It is comical. But real quick, I snapped a quiet photo of some geese nearby. Kind of a joke to myself, a reminder that the geese are standing right there, and they could, instead of shooting them, they're busy arguing with me, the buffoons. It's pretty funny, actually. It's like, go kill the geese and leave me alone, man. I'm heading left and you're shooting right, you know? Stupid hunters. Silver Spring has got a lot of people that do drugs, and I think those guys seem pretty hopped up. They just, too much testosterone. Want to fight. Man, I'm just a hiker. I paid to hike here. You can't stop me from hiking. And here we are. I didn't give up. Here I am on leaving Ludwig and heading into Hudson, and eventually following, the town of Walker's up here in Lake Topaz. And we'll get on the highway and we'll jump home, heading up towards Lake Tahoe area. But I'll tell you what. Whoa, that's a big truck, man. Holy crap, is that a tractor trailer? That's a mining truck, man. Good thing we left the area. Jesus, they don't want nobody up here anymore. And they're destroying the ghost town. I've seen there's no buildings up by the mine. It's debris piles. I don't see the outbuildings. I don't know. Maybe there's other side roads, like I said, that go up to the mountain. There might be some buildings further back. It's just too dark out here. We didn't make it in time. I spent 15 minutes arguing with the guys. I spent 3 hours crawling on my hands and knees through mud. I had mud up to my balls deep. I had mud. Balls deep. And mud in my ass crack, man. I even had to crawl through a little tiny vent to go use the bathroom. Fuck you, Lake Lahot. Jesus Christ, man. I'll never go there again. You'll get your head shot off. You'll get threatened. See all the lights ahead? That's civilization. That's concrete coming up. Delphi actually turns into the Hudson Way, or this is what's left of Hudson, is this community. You don't really see the lights, but it's probably a good thing because it still looks remote. But we see about 100 houses. They're almost all brand new subdivisions. And they have the benefit of probably, some of these locals here probably come up here to Ludwig all the time. So we went in, we seen the ghost town, and look at that. Look at all the houses. It's all communities. There's at least like 1,000 houses back here, man.
Civilization.
Well, the road's good.
It's way better than that one with the sand.
Civilization, man. Look at that. I zoomed in, yeah. The road with the sand was like the Baja kind of off-roading. It's pretty cool because I do a lot of off-roading videos. I did a lot of scenic photography. No wildlife. I may have filmed the rabbit or photographed him real quick. I zoomed in and snapped it with him running. But all I'm going to see is his ass facing me. You know what I'm saying? Because he just hightailed it and ran away at the Thompson Mill. We're almost back on pavement up here. We can come back here again. I mean, seriously, on a Sunday or something, we can explore the area more. There are foundations in the desert. I mean, there will be a second trip. It's in the region I live, but I may come back here with a friend or something just to show. I want to show a friend or two this area. It's pretty cool back here. There's other mines we can check out too. That's not the only one. Ludwig's not the only one back here. Ludwig, it just happens to be probably a couple miles in depth. That's what makes it cool. Plus the walls, part of it's a copper mine. The walls are green and brown. They're really cool in a copper mine. If you've ever been in one, copper mines are awesome. I'm gonna check. I heard there's 3, maybe 4 entrances. Maybe there'll be 1 entrance open, maybe with luck. I might come back here with Vern. Vern will listen. He listens to all my videos. Vern, it's a challenge. If you want to come back between the Pine Nuts and Sandusky and go check out Ludwig, that's fine. This is Hudson here, but I can't see the miner shacks. We're in Hudson. So I didn't get to do Hudson, but it was just a town with a post office and a rail station for the Copper Belt Railway, which stopped at all these towns, went through the Sandusky Range, and ended up in Wabusky and Yerington and Mason, and you know, it even stopped at the Nordyke. It was just all these men owned holdings in these mines and mills and mining companies. They made millions. There was over $1 million made at each mining site. A lot of ranch land in here. I see a ranch to the right, but yeah, this is all fenced in. I got to see Artesian Lake. It's better from far away. If we went up on it, it would just be a desert muddy mess, you know.
Yeah,
so
hot and all over again.
Yeah. Be just like Lahat. Everything's dry, running dry, but keep in mind it's a 10,000-year-old area. There's a lot of houses up ahead with Christmas lights. It's reassuring. Look, Christmas lights. Look at that. I'm gonna film Christmas lights. Sorry it's so blurry, folks. This camera needs another cleaning. I'll clean it myself if I have to, but it's gonna have to be blown out. I got mud on my GPS, my recorder, in the, not microphone, but where you listen. It's got mud. It's gonna have to need a pinhole. Loser. Brand new homes. I think I cut to the, I know I cut to the left up here. Wow. You guys want to see some Christmas lights? I'll show you some fucking Christmas lights. Pardon my French, but it's been a hell of a day. I had to smoke a couple, man. I'm telling you, to calm me down. Because I'm like, Jesus. I'm telling people, you know, you could shoot me. If you have the balls, shoot me. But, you know, like I say, I mean, this is really refreshing. This calms my heart. Bye-bye PST, man. Bye-bye PST. Bye-bye PTSD. I can't even speak straight. Look at that, man. Isn't that beautiful? Down some just country road in the middle of the mountains. Look at this one. Not as nice, but I mean, look at a little reindeer. Holy shit, I'm in Christmas heaven. I even got the Santa beard on, man. Look at that. Oh. See if I can zoom in, people. Oh yeah, you can see him better.
Okay.
Wow. As long as we head south, what are we heading south? We're heading south. This is kind of a turning into a concrete road, so I'm out of here. There's a very nice large house. These are very large houses, but there are no stores. Or Hudson used to have stores and saloons and things. Now there's just houses. You're miles and miles from the nearest grocery store. This is truly living in the middle of the desert, middle of nowhere. But I see a lot of decorated homes for the middle of nowhere, and it is refreshing. If we head south, this comes out on the 208. I missed the Hudson Road, but that's okay. Like I say, I can come back up here, and I got them. I may have to get out and just do some hiking around one of these days. What do we have here? Another house with decorations. That's pretty.
Yeah, there's people standing outside.
Yeah, I see that. But don't decorate if you don't want attention, right? As long as I keep heading south, I know I'll head to the 208. So, anyways, we're almost out of this backcountry community. A lot of ranches, big homes, even a community's built back here. Here you go. What is that?
Somebody's house. There's cars and shit there.
No, there's like a antenna, man. Not a head. There's like an antenna. Like I said, there are a couple remnants of huts, and there's supposed to be a gravestone somewhere around too, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Look at all the pretty lights. It only does good, you know, if somebody comes by to take a little bit of video footage. Sorry it's blurry, like I said, it's a little out of focus. There we go. Beautiful. Christmas tree in the window. Anyways, I gave you guys everything. The grand Christmas tour, ghost town of Ludwig, even tried to get in the mines at night.
What the fuck? This is not the right way.
Up here, go to the right instead, and that's Hudson Way. I had to turn around, folks. It kind of dead-ended. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, now I'm just getting silly. I see the pine nuts to my left. You can't see them, but I can see the shadow as the moon's trying to peer through from the east. It's semi-lighting up the mountains to the left, but you can't see them on camera. We're going to get out of here. There's another split off to the right. We'll go right and head kind of southeast until we come out on the 208. Wow. At least you guys got to take a little ride along with me. You got some humor in it.
Turn left.
No, don't listen to that.
Yeah, it goes to some facility back there. There are other mining facilities along the mountain, so we don't want to definitely go to that. They'll be looking at us strange, like, what the hell are they doing back here? But no, we got to go in the housing division. See, there's a car out there. There was a car. We got to go through, take that road, Delphi Road. This one I thought would take us out. This one would take us to the 208, but that road gets a little rough. We can make it easy. Just go up here at the stop sign, make a right, and just take Hudson Way. We should run in the Hudson Way. There's another vehicle up ahead. Jesus. It's always an adventure with me, isn't it, folks? Jeez, driving the backcountry here.
Yeah, just down this road right here. I'll take you to the highway.
Yeah. Alright, I'm out of here, folks. If I see Hudson on the way down, any remnants of it, I'll take some pictures, but I can't see shit. Can you see shit? Just a bunch of lights from homes. So who knows where Hudson is? Who knows where old Hudson is? I'll be probably back out here. There are so many ghost towns and cemeteries out this way. We have a trip planned in January where we're going to come back out this way. Who knows? Maybe I'll take the road out again and look around. No big deal. Just make a day of it. Plan a picnic lunch. Now we know what to expect, where to go.
This is 339. Not this. That's what.
Oh. Alright. I'm out of here. We're almost at the highway.